the dark reality of the Wild West. The Wild West you've seen in countless movies is far from the truth. Popular films painted a picture of fearless cowboys, lively saloons, and heroic lawmen. Real history tells a far darker story. Behind those swinging saloon doors were places filled with violence, addiction, disease, and deception. Many of the harsh realities were ignored because they were simply too disturbing for entertainment. If you enjoy uncovering the hidden side of history, subscribe and join us as we reveal stories that history books rarely discuss. 1. Deadly whiskey behind the bar. Ordering a glass of whiskey in many frontier saloons was a dangerous gamble. Unscrupulous bar owners often diluted expensive liquor with water, then added cheap chemicals to restore its strength and harsh taste. Toxic substances, industrial alcohol, tobacco extracts, and other dangerous additives found their way into drinks served every day. These mixtures damaged the stomach, caused severe internal injuries, and slowly poisoned regular customers. Many drinkers developed uncontrollable shaking, blindness, or permanent nervous system damage after years of consuming these counterfeit spirits. Profit mattered far more than the health of the people buying the drinks. 2. Disease spread faster than justice. In many frontier towns, women working inside saloons earned money through dancing and prostitution. This environment allowed sexually transmitted diseases to spread rapidly throughout the growing settlements. Medical treatments during the 19th century were extremely limited. Mercury-based medicines became one of the most common therapies despite their devastating side effects. Patients often suffered tooth loss, memory problems, trembling hands, hallucinations, and long-term poisoning. For many victims, the treatment itself became another painful battle. 3. Gambling was carefully rigged. The card tables inside many Wild West saloons were rarely fair. Professional cheats relied on specially designed mechanical devices hidden beneath their clothing to secretly deal themselves winning cards. Some gambling tables contained concealed compartments that allowed dealers to replace entire decks without attracting attention. Even dice were manipulated using hidden weights or carefully altered designs that increased the odds of certain numbers appearing. Minors and travelers carrying fresh earnings frequently became easy targets for these elaborate scams, losing fortunes without ever realizing the games had been fixed. 4. Small fights became fatal. Violence was common inside frontier saloons. Heated arguments over gambling, alcohol, or simple insults often turned into brutal fistfights within minutes. Surprisingly, the punches themselves were not always the greatest threat. Cuts from broken bottles, infected bite wounds, and untreated injuries frequently led to deadly infections. Without antibiotics, even a relatively small wound could become fatal within days. Many men survived the fight only to die later from overwhelming infection. 5. The business of opium. Behind the public rooms of certain saloons, hidden chambers operated profitable opium businesses. These rooms were deliberately designed to trap smoke inside, encouraging repeated use and faster addiction. Processed opium produced powerful effects within moments, causing many workers to spend entire paychecks in only a few days. When money disappeared, valuable possessions, including horses, weapons, and property, were sometimes exchanged simply to satisfy addiction. Operators understood that dependence guaranteed returning customers. Number 10. Fool's gold and deadly deals. During the California gold rush, not every glittering nugget was worth a fortune. As exhausted prospectors poured into crowded saloons after weeks of digging, they carried small leather pouches filled with what they hoped was real gold. But hidden among genuine discoveries were worthless rocks polished to deceive desperate buyers. Experienced bartenders quickly became unofficial appraisers. Years of handling gold dust taught them to recognize suspicious pieces almost instantly. A nugget that looked impressive could still feel strangely light in the palm of a practiced hand. Others examined the metal's color under lantern light, searching for tiny imperfections that betrayed a clever forgery. Some owners even kept simple testing solutions behind the counter. A single drop on questionable metal could reveal whether it contained valuable gold or nothing more than cheap alloys. Fraud was common, but the punishment could be immediate. In frontier towns where fortunes changed hands every night, a dishonest deal often ended with fists, knives, or revolvers. More than one con artist discovered that a fake nugget could cost far more than the money it earned. Number 11. When the saloon became the bank. Before secure financial institutions reached many frontier settlements, miners faced a dangerous question. Where could they protect months of hard-earned gold dust? For many, the answer stood behind the nearest whiskey counter. Well-established saloon owners often possessed the strongest safe in town. Heavy iron vaults were bolted directly into thick wooden floors, making them difficult to steal in one piece. Their owners relied on local reputations built over years, while traveling bankers were sometimes viewed with suspicion. Leaving gold inside a saloon was never free. Owners charged significant storage fees, but most prospectors considered the cost worthwhile compared to carrying valuable dust through streets filled with thieves. Even so, criminals adapted. Some gangs specialized in attacking saloons after closing time, bringing explosives powerful enough to shatter iron doors. Every successful robbery reminded frontier towns that even the strongest safe offered no guarantee against determined criminals. Number 12. The truth behind the green bottle. Few drinks carried more frightening rumors than absinthe. Stories spread across the frontier describing mysterious visions, violent madness, and strange behavior after only a few glasses. The drink earned an almost supernatural reputation, with many believing it contained magical properties capable of changing the human mind. Modern science paints a far less mysterious picture. Although absinthe contains natural compounds from wormwood, historical versions were also exceptionally high in alcohol. Drinking large quantities quickly overwhelmed the brain and nervous system. Confusion, poor judgment, loss of balance, and disturbing behavior were usually the result of severe intoxication rather than hidden chemicals. The legend survived because people preferred dramatic explanations over simple ones. The so-called green fairy became a profitable marketing tool, transforming an ordinary alcoholic drink into one surrounded by mystery and fear. Number 13. News traveled across the bar. Long before telephones or social media connected communities, information traveled through saloons. Every stagecoach delivered more than passengers. Letters, business documents, newspaper bundles, and personal messages often arrived together. Since many frontier residents had no permanent address, local saloons became unofficial mail collection points. Bartenders knew almost everything happening in town. They recognized strangers before anyone else, remembered unpaid debts, listened to business negotiations, and overheard conversations that revealed family disputes or mining discoveries. People frequently left tips simply to ensure their letters remained untouched until they arrived. Privacy depended almost entirely on the honesty of the man serving drinks. In isolated settlements, controlling information meant controlling influence, making bartenders some of the most informed individuals in the entire community. Number 14. Secrets worth more than gold. Many miners believed alcohol loosened only their muscles. In reality, it often loosened their tongues. Inside gambling halls and brothels, excited prospectors proudly described new discoveries after several rounds of whiskey. They mentioned landmarks, rivers, mountain passes, and unusual rock formations without realizing anyone was paying attention. Certain employees quietly memorized these details before passing the information to investors, businessmen, or rival mining groups willing to pay generously for advanced knowledge. By sunrise, confidential discoveries sometimes belonged to someone else. Without firing a single shot, valuable mining opportunities disappeared because one careless conversation exposed everything. Information became another commodity, traded just as profitably as gold itself. Number 15. A glass of whiskey could start a gunfight. Money rarely moved freely across the frontier. Instead, many customers drank on credit. Bartenders carefully recorded every purchase inside small notebooks kept beneath the counter. Each unpaid drink represented trust between two people. Breaking that trust carried serious consequences. Refusing to settle a tab damaged a person's reputation throughout the community. Once labeled dishonest, obtaining credit elsewhere became nearly impossible. Arguments over surprisingly small debts often escalated within seconds. Voices rose, tempers exploded, and weapons appeared before either side could reconsider. Official records from several frontier towns reveal numerous deadly confrontations that began with nothing more than an unpaid whiskey bill. The amount owed mattered far less than personal honor. Number 16. Justice served beside the whiskey. Many frontier settlements lacked permanent courthouses during their earliest years. Whenever legal disputes arose, available buildings became temporary courtrooms. Quite often that meant local saloons. Furniture was rearranged, tables became jury benches, and judges conducted hearings inside rooms that had hosted gambling only hours before. The atmosphere created obvious problems. Witnesses mingled with spectators, defendants recognized nearly everyone present, and alcohol remained only a few steps away. Justice under these conditions rarely resembled the orderly courtrooms shown in movies. Yet isolated communities had little choice. They relied on whatever resources existed: even if that meant deciding serious criminal cases inside buildings better known for whiskey than law. Number 17. The legend of snake whiskey. Among the strangest frontier traditions was rattlesnake whiskey. Bottles containing preserved snakes were displayed as powerful medicinal tonics. Many customers believed the drink restored strength, cured hangovers, or protected against illness. The dramatic appearance certainly attracted attention. Scientific understanding today suggests that swallowing snake venom is very different from being bitten. Most venom proteins break down inside a healthy digestive system before reaching the bloodstream. The danger increased only if someone had internal injuries that allowed toxins direct access into circulation. Despite the limited medical value, the legend endured because frontier medicine often relied more on stories than evidence. In isolated towns, belief itself became part of the treatment. Number 18. The hidden design of frontier saloons. From the street, many saloons appeared surprisingly ordinary. A long counter, several gambling tables, and swinging doors created the image visitors expected. Behind those public rooms, however, many buildings followed carefully planned layouts. Narrow hallways led toward small private rooms separated from the main floor. Rear exits opened into alleys where visitors could leave unnoticed after business concluded. The arrangement protected identities while allowing multiple businesses to operate under one roof. Owners earned income from far more than drinks alone. Gambling, room rentals, private meetings, and other discreet services generated steady profits hidden from casual observers. To outsiders, the building looked like an ordinary neighborhood saloon. To those who knew its secrets, it functioned as one of the most profitable businesses in the entire frontier.